The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80! Pick it up!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay some. Times you have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Time with Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they had to give up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 64 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. indeed go for it with Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1st down San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this 1st half of play from our studios. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
11.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On second and a couple. Jackson, and he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jackson, and that will be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
36 to Mike.
On second down and 4, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check safety, check safety.
Here's Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff to Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a give coming right is Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run again with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Garoppolo looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.